Well, this is Real Madrid's unstoppable duo, and Carlo Ancelotti will be hoping that they are going to continue to be unstoppable as well. Rodrygo with 5 goals and 4 assists in his last 3 games with Real Madrid, and Jude Bellingham with the most goals in the first 15 games with Real Madrid ever. That would make it 14 as well. And remember, that is not what this man was brought in for, but I don't think anybody is complaining about that. But the Rodrygo situation, this is an interesting one, Ale, because this is a player who's had his ups and downs and been having his ups and downs, but Carlo Ancelotti seemed to know just how to manage him rightly.
Yeah, well, first of all, we wish Brahim Diaz well. Nobody wants to go through those issues. Nope.
Alexis put it very nicely there, didn't she? Much nicer than I did.
Need some Pepto tonight, Brahim.
A little bit of white rice and bananas, you'll be fine.
Look, when you have Vinicius on the field, he is, now that we have seen the productivity of Jude Bellingham, Vinicius becomes that second option. And what a second option that is to have. Well, now that he's injured, you look around and it's kind of like, yeah, it's Rodrygo or it isn't. Joselu, we don't quite know what his level of productivity is going to be, and he's a different profile of player. So if you're looking for somebody to give you something different, a change of pace, 1v1 situations, creativity in attack, creating opportunities for himself and for others, it has to be Rodrygo. Everybody else, you look around and you kind of go, look, we seem to be set in the midfield. We're a little thin in the back line, but in terms of the front line, if Vinicius is not on the field, and it's Joselu playing down the middle, then who's going to give you that creativity? And it has to be Rodrygo. And this sort of performance that we saw today, the sort of performance that we saw leading into the international break, is what Rodrygo needs individually and what Carlo Ancelotti expects from Rodrygo with consistency. And I think that's a key point about Rodrygo. We see these high moments from him in which we think, okay, here's when he takes off. And then there's a lull. There's a long period of time in which he's not nearly as productive. The question for him is going to be continuing this productivity consistently. And if he does, then Real Madrid and, of course, Jude Bellingham and Joselu and everybody else become a whole lot more dangerous because he's going to attract attention. Now you get free runs from Jude Bellingham. We saw it in the 3rd goal from Jude Bellingham, in which Rodrygo cuts to the inside. Somebody has to address that run, Rodrygo. Jude Bellingham overlapping run, and he finishes well. Rodrygo doing well means that everybody else is going to get better opportunities to score goals.